You wanna say hello? Can you say hello? Hello there, my name is Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here. Today we are doing a video that I had an idea to do when I wasn't reading so much and I was really focused on video games. You guys, like 3 video games took over my life for the majority of February, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to find a balance in March as well. So today I'm going to talk about these 3 different video games, what they mean to me, a little bit about them. Obviously, I am not a video game YouTuber, and I don't really know much more about a lot of these video games other than just what I'm going to tell you. So there'll be some of my gameplay. Roast me in the comments because I'm really not that good, but let's just sit down and talk about it. Okay, so the first game that I want to talk about is Stardew Valley, and this one I want to talk about because I love this game. I didn't think I was going to love this game, and then my husband bought it for me on this Switch, and then he lost his Switch. The Switch became mine, and I have spent over 1,000 hours across the Switch and my PC playing this game. Oh my gosh. So it's really a low intensity game for how excited I am about it, but maybe you'll understand. So it is kind of a reminiscent of Harvest Moon. The creator, Eric Barone, Concerned Ape, who is the sole creator of the original game, he has a team now that help him, but he's the sole creator of the original game. You go and you run away from your corporate life and you inherit this farm, and it's grandpa's farm, and you have the option to just hang out. So you can obviously farm, or you can fish, you can go into the mines and you can attack people. Also, there's this whole community of villagers that you can romance and be friends with and learn more about. It's such a calming and soothing game, and all I do is sit there and fish, and I'll sit there quietly and fish, and I'll say fuck when I miss it. It's a very difficult game for me to play because when I sit down for a session, I will just lose it and just play all day. It's so amazing, and the day system is so quick, so you have to just really plan. A lot of it is planning. What are you gonna do this day so that way you can optimize your time? And I think that's really, it's hit a sweet spot for me because it's right in the middle of this calm Harvest Moon, farm a plant, kill a monster, fish a fish, and like Factorio where it's like optimize it to hell, and then it's just sitting right there in this perfect valley of beautiful sounds and beautiful artwork, and it's all 8-bit and cute, and the songs are great, and the scenery changes depending on the season you're in. You guys, I love that game. The next game I'm going to talk about is Phasmaphobia. So this game I've been playing with some friends, and it's kind of like a ghost hunter game where you basically go in and you bring like flashlights, UV lights, motion sensors, parabolic microphones, an EMF reader, and you go into these, it's either a house or a prison or something like that, and you go in and you try to figure out what the ghost is. Each ghost has 3 pieces of evidence for you to collect. They'll either speak on the spirit box, or the EMF will go off to level 5, you'll see fingerprints with the UV lights, something scary like that. And all the while you're trying to not get killed by the ghost that's in the building. It can be slow, but with more and more updates that are coming out, it makes it more interesting and it makes the dynamic a little bit better. This is one of those games where you can't really play it alone unless you have nerves of steel. I am terrified. As soon as you walk into the house, it creates this white noise that goes on for you to, like, and it drowns out everything. And it honestly, even when the ghost isn't making noise or you don't hear doors slamming and you're just listening to the silence, that could drive you crazy just itself. And the last game that I'm going to talk about is one that is like an itch that I need to scratch. I have gone to bed before and dreamed of me playing this game. Apex Legends. It's not my typical game. It's just not my typical game. I don't really like BRs, or battle royales. I don't really like shooter games. And I really don't like shooter games where you have to aim down the sight. That's very frustrating for me. And somehow, I love Apex Legends, which is a battle royale, team-based, where you have to aim down sight, and it's a shooter. So, like, I don't understand why I like this so much, honestly. I used to play Overwatch back in the day, before they started doing the Overwatch League, where they were, it was like a professional gaming league, and then it started to matter very heavily who you were playing in Overwatch. And then I didn't like it anymore because there was the meta, or what is considered the winning team combination, and if you didn't choose the winning team combination, the other people on your team would talk trash, so much so that I just needed to get off. And I'm already a woman gamer, so there's no way that I'm gonna be putting myself out there on voice chat and talking mess back to these guys. No way. So Overwatch League and their meta really pushed me out of Overwatch entirely. But Overwatch was even different than this as well. It wasn't really a battle royale. It was a team-based offense, defense, or capture the flag type system. And it really wasn't an aim down sight kind of game. Apex Legends, though, is very different. So it is a battle royale. There's about 60 people, and you're either in teams of 3 or in 2, and you just drop down onto the map and you try to be the last one standing, basically. It's really, really fun in the sense that it's all luck. It's all luck, and it really makes me feel like this is the opportunity to learn. If you're the kind of person who hasn't played shooter games where you aim down sight, but you do kind of want to get into that, I would probably recommend this battle royale, because in a battle royale, you could have the best players in the world, all 60 of the best players in the world, and only one of them is gonna win. Only one team is gonna win. So the chances of you losing every game is so high that it makes it okay for you to lose. It makes it okay for you to be bad and get better and practice and try new things. Also, maybe because I play with mainly my team, my group already, but every once in a while we'll get one random, and they're not even that mean or rude. Everyone kind of stays together, and if they're not, they drop away from you in the beginning. So it's really an interesting kind of game. It's so fun, and I really love that it feels like it provides me and maybe other newer gamers an opportunity to just learn how to play this kind of game. It was very hard for me growing up with a brother who had all of these video games, and I wasn't allowed to even touch them or look at them or even express interest in wanting to play those kinds of games. And then by the time that I was in high school and college and really thinking like, hey, I'm comfortable in my identity, my gender identity, to just try things in general. But you can't just get into a video game like that without just it being very masculine and very toxic for a feminine person. But I really enjoy, like I said, that this feels like I have a practice ground to work with and to try and get better at these video games. So it's really, really fun. I know this video isn't at all what I typically do, and we didn't talk about books once, but I just want you guys to know another facet of me. Maybe some of you guys also like video games. I have seen it's not uncommon for somebody who is a reader to be in a relationship with someone who plays video games. And I'm just thinking maybe it's also not uncommon for people who read to also like to play video games, because they're kind of just stories that are happening. and they're really fun and independent. So I just wanted to share a little bit with you guys. If you didn't like it, that's fine. Move on. I'll see you next time. But if you did like it, that's cool. Let me know. And if you play Apex, let me know, because maybe we could play together. That would be fun. But that's all for now. I, again, hope you enjoyed this video. And if you didn't, I'll see you next time. And if you did, I'll see you next time. Bye.